Excellencies, distinguished guests, esteemed organizers of this forum, ladies and gentlemen, all other protocols duly observed. It is an honor this morning for me to be able to join you on behalf of Dr. John Dramani Mahama, the former president of Ghana, to support this dialogue about the future of finance and trade in Africa. My dear friend, Dr. John Dramani Mahama, the former president of Ghana, would have been at this forum if he could, but unfortunately, circumstances have denied him this opportunity. But he extends his warm regards and deep appreciation for the invitation extended him and looks forward to joining this esteemed forum in the very near future. In his absence, please permit me to deliver this statement on his behalf. As a former vice president of Liberia, I am fully aware, but need to state for the record, that Africa is the future and stands at a critical juncture. On one side, one may see numerous challenges, but on the other, abundant opportunities for innovation, partnerships, collaboration, growth, and sustained development. But regardless of your present perspective, statistics show that currently Africa has a population of about 1.2 billion people, a figure expected to double by 2050, bringing Africa's share of the global population to 25%, with about 1 in every 3 persons in the world being an African. This poignant point brings to the forefront of all global discussions and strategies the topic for today, the future of finance and trade in Africa. I commend the organizers of this summit for your dedication to advancing Africa's growth and development through innovative finance and entrepreneurship. I particularly applaud the efforts to discuss ways towards bridging the gap between Africa, the diaspora, and the United States, in recognition of the importance of global collaboration in unlocking Africa's huge economic and development potential towards a win-win solution for all. I'm of the belief that with the power of genuine collaboration, innovation, partnership, and entrepreneurship, we can drive meaningful change across all the nations in Africa, thus catapulting Africa into its highest yielding socio-economic position. These discussions will not be complete unless we keep in mind the following facts. Fact number 1, Africa has a unique set of challenges which require policymakers to craft trade policies that align with the region's developmental needs. A great initiative that has been put into place is a key objective set out by the African Continental Free Trade Agreement to resolve the conflicting and confusing overlapping trade agreements. Fact number 2, governments must be able to play a central role in helping to realize the full potential of their trade and industrial policies, such as frameworks which are needed in order to develop and nurture infant industries, such as providing incentives contingent upon a firm's export performance. Fact number 3, governments should leverage their markets and partner with private enterprises to grow regional value chains. Trade limitation measures such as cutting red tape and greater infrastructure connectivity will be key to increasing cross-border trade, amongst others. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a key question for your discussion must also include how can Africa benefit from greater integration with global value chains and what is needed in order to make this realizable. Keeping in mind that as a continent, Africa has one of the richest natural and human endowments in the world, and that creating greater value addition from these endowments remain a key opportunity. In closing, permit me to state for the record that the future of finance and trade in Africa will be limiting, to say the least, if the considerations do not include enhancing the capacities of women and youth entrepreneurs to become the fulcrum of all trade initiatives, collaborations, and partnerships. The reason being, this segment makes up around 50% of the African population, and if this natural resource with unlimited possibilities are not harnessed, then the opportunities being sought remain merely a 50% percentage, far below the accepted norm. I am grateful to have had this unique opportunity to speak on behalf of Dr. John Dramani Mahama, former president of Ghana, and I look forward to being the keynote speaker at the next stage of the Future of Finance and Trade in Africa, a conference to be held in Washington, D.C. in October of this year, before the World Bank's annual meeting under the theme, Connecting 1 Million Women Who Trade. I am excited at the opportunity to share my thoughts about what it will take to capitalize the untapped trade potential of women, not only in Africa, but also in the Americas, the Caribbean, and in Europe. I thank you kindly for the opportunity to share this message of support and best wishes for the success of this conference. I see you in October, God willing.